It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports, where we'll see the only teams to meet in back-to-back Super Bowls. It's the Dallas Cowboys and the Buffalo Bills, and it comes your way next.
The NFL is on EA Sports as we bring you a look inside Highmark Stadium here at Orchard Park, New York. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Buffalo Bills. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
They met in back-to-back Super Bowls in the 90s, and they're together again. The Cowboys and Bills are underway. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. Now we'll see what the right arm of Dak Prescott has in store as the Dallas Cowboys offense sets up shop.
And how about the toughness of Dak Prescott? We see it all the time on the field. And remember when he had that serious ankle injury, would he return to form? Boy, did he ever. And he was and that's great for the NFL. Terrific resilience, playing at a high level, capable of winning a championship with his arm and his legs.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Play one, and Prescott to the air. It's caught left side by Cooks. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll make it only to the 43, a gain of 2.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Third play. As they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Now Prescott. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, on 3rd down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
He'll take this to the 46.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
A second down throw for Prescott. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And Lamb going to have a Cowboys first down as he'll be brought down at the 37. That one goes for 8 yards. Well, whatever script they put together for this offensive drive, Charles, seems to be working. I'm curious to see if this defense will make any adjustments here.
Things certainly going according to plan, aren't they? I mean, the way they're advancing the football, it's like they're on the practice field having one of their better days. But instead, it's game day, and they're moving the ball downfield with purpose. On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested, and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
2nd and 10. Prescott to throw it. And Cooks has it over the middle. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Another completion right there. And again, Charles, good time in the pocket. That offensive line on this opening drive been really solid.
They've been more than solid. They've really tamped down the pass rush and kept him safe in the pocket, able to look around, find his target, and deliver. He's got to make sure he tells the offensive line in the huddle, thanks, fellas. Let's keep it going.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Ferguson. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical. They've been crisp. And as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Here's Prescott. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. To the air again, Prescott. And he's got his man in stride, complete. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Prescott on 3rd and goal. And his ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead on the road here in Buffalo. That was a big throw right there on 3rd and goal.
And the defense has to be prepared for you to throw the ball on 3rd and goal. Because really, 2nd down, 2nd and goal, that's your play action time, and you're not sure whether they're going to run it or throw it. 3rd down, you're usually sure they're probably going to pass it. Even more impressive that they got it done, and on the opening drive of the game.
The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And that makes the score 7-0. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. Out comes the offense for the Bills, led by their quarterback at 6'5". That's Josh Allen.
And in this league, there are many quarterbacks who have their most success running the ball, while there are others who have big arms. There aren't too many guys who can do both. And at the end of many games, this guy leads his team not just in passing, but in rushing as well.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Allen, and he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it's second down.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
On second down, here's Allen. And he lost the football. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss. It
definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Nice job there forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game, watching him try to take away that area of the field.
So now on 4th down, Sam Martin on to punt for Buffalo. Kevontae Turpin deep for the Cowboys. Taken in at the 22. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession. Here now, 3rd and a yard. As they've got it as we resume action. A running play, it's Dowdle. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He lost a big chunk, 6 yards there, and it leads to 4th down.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up 4th down.
Cowboys going to bring on Brian Anger to punt on 4th down. Back deep to return is K.J. Hamler. Now a high kick, almost a pooch punt. So that'll be marked down as a 19-yard punt. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So here come the Bills out for their second drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. And let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
They start the drive with Cook. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 4. Throwing now is Allen. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. That'll go as a pickup of 8.
As a came to the line of scrimmage, he knew he didn't need much to reset the chain, so when he saw the space he needed, no hesitation. He went to the marker and got his guys a first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Allen. He'll dump this off to Cook. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. First down, here's the run with Cook. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
At the Cowboys' 23-yard line.
From the 23, here's a 2nd down and 4. Again, it's Cook. And he's brought down after a very nice game. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Here's Allen. By feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. And the sack leads to roughly a loss of 6, and it brings up 2nd and goal. 1st and goal looked like things were set up nicely, and now all of a sudden on 2nd and goal, Charles, a big challenge ahead of them.
And you have to know when you're this close to the goal line, things are going to happen faster, so you've got to get the ball out quick. Not going to have much time.
And Cook will get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Bills are an extra point away from evening this one up.
Sometimes you get a 1st and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line, and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on 1st down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Cowboys about set to take over on offense. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Prescott looks to throw on first. He gets it to Cooks. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. On the run, it's Dowdle. And he will get enough for a first down, and that will lead us to the 2-minute warning. Off the play fake, Prescott. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Ferguson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down.
Oh, I like that play call there. After a run for good yardage, you get a defense thinking they'll go back to the well. So that's a great time to call play action and give your receivers a little extra edge. And they complete the pass there for another first down.
He's to the 15. Touchdown, Cowboys. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Aubrey now for the point after. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And it was finished off by a Jalen Tolbert touchdown grab. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. But James Cook and the Buffalo offense returning to work now. Kirby looking to get in the end zone again, and the touchdown, as you see, last drive on 4 carries. And during the break, we were looking at some of the replays from the previous drive. Really good holes created, great space.
Yeah, I like the observation you had, though, during that break about, okay, they've got to do something to slow down their runners. So is it bringing in more defensive linemen? Is it dropping in extra linebackers? What are you going to do? Personally, I'm going to take my safety and drop him into the box. I'm going to have at least 7 in there until he shows that he can beat me through the air.
Yeah.
I've got to slow down the running game.
I was just going to say, you'll take the exposure in the passing game over the top until you can prove that you can stop the running game.
Sometimes you go cold because you haven't thrown it in a while. Let's see if he can heat up again. When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. To throw, it's Allen. A quick throw, but incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Now Allen again. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 24-yard line. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. As the clock will stop with 36. Touchdown, Bills! Khalil Shakir, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. And a little time left on the clock, so on the other side, they're thinking, gosh, we'd like to get that lead right back.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Here I am going ahead and tapping out the first half.
Well,
there's still time. They've got to make a decision about what they want to do on the kickoff, whether they want to let their return guy touch it.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Cowboy offense going to head out now late in this first half as they will take over here with a little more than 30 seconds remaining. First down, Prescott. Cooks on the quick slant. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. On the out route, it's Lamb with a grab. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. Here's Prescott. And that's complete to Cooks. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And 3rd and 1 now. Throwing, Prescott. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. A first down throw for Prescott. Now throw right side here going to be incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
Final play of the half, Prescott. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And he He's tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Facing second and short, that gives you a chance to go for a bigger play through the air. But I think he said to himself, why not just handle this one? Got all the yards you needed and then some, and made that snap a huge success.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Allen off the play fake. And he'll get this one to Cooper, complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 33 yards that time.
Despite writing it down in my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Now Allen. This is caught. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Boy, that was lockdown coverage there. He's scanning for someone to come open. But that was great work to blanket everyone. And in the end, he's just got to throw it away.
This Cowboy defense trying to hold him out of the end zone. They've run it to 3rd and goal.
Half 85. Alert, alert, alert. Go.
Again, they'll throw with Allen. Sliding out of the pocket. And caught by Cooper for a Bills touchdown. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Bills have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half.
He was able to move around and found some vision to throw the football. And how about how he ended it? Boy, he had some zip on that throw.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt to have an arm like that. Results in the touchdown here. Great play offensively. Bass on for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it's Amari Cooper who finishes it off with a touchdown reception. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Well, now how about this return? Still going past the 30. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Well, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
Aubrey good with a PAT, and we are tied at 21. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Back now on offense, the Buffalo Bills. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. Breaks through the contact. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now Prescott. A quick throw there is incomplete. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Able to hit his target, Lamb. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard stripe. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that'll bring up fourth down. And his kick is good. And with it, they'll take the lead at 24-21. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And meanwhile, Allen's throw taken in by Samuel. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. Here's Allen to throw it. Flush to his right. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Out to his left. Has his man, it's Shakir. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 33.
And the Bills first down.
This thrown quickly out to Cooper. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be second down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 27-yard line.
Give to Cook out of the gun. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
That's another Bills first down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
They run again on first down. Cook. And he'll be taken down after a decent gain, and that will bring us to the end of this third quarter of play. 3 quarters in the books. Back now in Buffalo. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. On second down, Cook. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
And caught by Cooper for a Bills touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bills have taken a fourth quarter lead. This has definitely been a back-and-forth affair, and now they have the lead here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, and they gave up the field goal on that last drive, as we remember, but it felt like their offense told them, don't worry about it. We've got your backs. We'll come back with a touchdown of our own, and they did.
Tyler Bass now for the point after. And that will make this a 4-point game. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it's Amari Cooper who finishes it off with a touchdown reception. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the... There he goes, right side. Still going inside the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys... with a their own to take a fourth-quarter lead. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a three-point lead. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One-play drive and into the end zone for 6. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. Allen now on first down. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack.
It's now 2nd and 19 at the 25-yard line.
On play action, Allen. He's got the hook up downfield to Samuel. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 30 before being taken down. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. Flushed out right. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Just because you've got the lead in the fourth, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
Dancing to his left. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble. Back to throw. Allen. And he whips that one incomplete there.
And their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
And he's down into the red zone at the 16 after a gain of 16. 1st and 10.
16 yards. That's another Bills. First down. 1st and 10.
To the air, Allen. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. A loss of 3 on the sack made by multiple defenders.
At the 19-yard line.
Now Allen throwing on 2nd down. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll get this forward only for about a yard, as that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Throwing, Allen. Escaping the pressure right. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
The kickoff pass is good. And we are all tied here in the final stages. So a big kick to get this back to even. And now the worry is, did you leave too much time on the clock? Because another field goal the other way, that does you in.
You're exactly right. You didn't get into overtime yet. So now as a defense, you've got to think to yourself, you can't play prevent defense and just give up big chunks of yardage in front of you, but you also can't let anyone behind you. So you sit right on the line between the two, play the best defense you can, and not make it easy for them to move the ball downfield.
Here's 1st and 10. Prescott. Into the hands of Cooks. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. To throw, Prescott. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the deep.
They come up now on 2nd and 2. They run here with Dowdle. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. This Buffalo crowd letting them have it. 3rd down now. Now Prescott. Being chased, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. So a big one coming here for Brandon Aubrey. This to take the lead here in the final minute. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And a costly one there, as this game remains tied here in the 4th. That would have been from way downtown. Pretty big roll of the... Comes up a bit short.
Yeah, you knew when you saw the holder setting up on the other side of the 50 that this was going to be a long shot. But to me, there's really no loss here because you've shown confidence in him. Kicking it from a long distance, that'll pay dividends. And the miss, you can shake that one off. He wasn't likely to make it in the first place. Real quick here, this is 2-minute drill. You got to know they're looking for their #1 receiver.
Yeah, you think they'd be ready for that? That time they weren't. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Well, this offense still has the 1 timeout here, remember. 1st and 10. To throw is Allen. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. So all eyes now on Tyler Bass. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. He's hit on his one earlier attempt tonight, but this a little more pressure-packed for the win. And his kick here is good. And the Bills are going to get out of here winners. We all just got a heck of a show, partner. This was a close game for a long time. Close at half, close down the stretch. Home team finds a way to get it done. A narrow victory.
Yeah, they finished with a flourish, didn't they? Because there were times where each side looked like they were the better team out there. And the outcome was in doubt for much of this game. Every snap seemingly more important than the previous one. Great effort from the guys visiting, but in the end, how about those guys in their home stadium finding a way to win?
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaughan. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Buffalo.